Hello, dear student. Today we will be starting the chapter 4, that is the competitor analysis, strategies, and new offering. So, in marketing, competitor analysis is always a very important aspect because, yes, in marketing, we it can be hotel, but sometimes what happens is that there are other industries, maybe the the vacation trip that might be fluctuated by the discount rate given by the TV set as well. So we have to mm, define our competitors very broadly. And there is something called competitor myopia. We do not see the competitor in a holistic view, or it can in a broader view rather than holistic. We can say the broader view, that we only think that our direct competitors are there, but we do not have competitors, or we do not focus on competitors which are potential, we can say, the competitors. So we have to focus on our current competitor, that is in our strategic group, as well as the potential competitors as well. For the current competitors, we have to see the what is the share of market, share of mind, and share of heart. That doesn't mean that if there are any competitors whose market share is very high, it doesn't mean that they are only our competitors are the one who has the most market share. Some people like some brand, or some people think that a particular brand is more, you can say, it is value for money. So that can be seen as well. So we have to see the market share perspective, the mind perspective, and the hertz perspective as well. In the potential competition, we there can be potential entrant through the market expansion if there is a particular competitors who are there in the other side of the market, maybe in the other country, but they can come to our region, and they can expand their market, which are the existing farms, but which can come to our market. So that is the market expansion. It can be through the product expansion. There can be some entity which are in our market itself, and they are trying to get the products which can compete to us. So that is also one of the aspects. The backward integration in the supply chain, what happens if we are making a raw material, then what happens is that if a particular producer for which we are giving our materials, or giving them the raw materials, they might think that why to take the raw material from us rather than we can go to the other market. I can give an example of TVS tires. Okay, first, before, the TVS used to get the tires from other company. Now they had started manufacturing their own tires, so TVS tires. For the company, for the ABC company, which was providing tires to the TVS, now TVS has become competitors. And similarly, the forward integration, if you go towards the customer side, then there is called the forward integration. That same manufacturer, TVS, if they say that, well, rather than giving the dealership to others, we will keep it to ourselves, and we will have the company owned, what do you call it, the company owned stores. Then that will be the forward integration. If I am a dealer, then what happens? TVS itself is a competitor for me because of the forward integration. So this is the backward and the forward integration. Similarly, we have to evaluate the competitors in terms of the objective and commitment, their strengths and weaknesses, and how they deal with the competitors. Yes, we can see the objectives and commitment. That means what they want to achieve in the market. We have to see what our competitors want to achieve in the market. Can be there for the profit maximization. They can be there for the expansion of sales, expansion of the market share, or some of them want to dominate the market. They want to dominate the market. Yes, so we have to understand what is their aggressiveness. Why are they established and why are they in the market? Are they going to capture whole market, or they are just for the short term profitation, or they want to dominate the market? We have to see those aspects as well. Similarly, we have to also see in the competitor analysis the strength and weakness of the competitors. Yes, what is the size, growth, and profitability? Okay, we have to see their past and how they grow, and will they be a threat for us or not? We have to also see the financial. If the competitors have deeper pockets, then it might be a threat for us, because they can use the different tactics. If they have more cash flow there and they have good investors, then what happens is that the competitors will be stronger. Similarly, how much they are utilizing their capacity, if they have the capacity to expand or not. If they have the capacity to expand, they will get the economies of scale. That means they will be producing the product in a lower cost in the future. If they get more orders, we have to see how much capacity has been utilized by them. Similarly, and the image and positioning strategy, how they are trying to position or they want to be perceived in the customer's mind, that is also important. How much they would spend on the research and design, what are their current and past strategies, what which organization deals or uh, controls that particular strategic business unit, the culture in that organization, what is the cost structure of that industry, and what are the exit barriers. So these all, the exit barriers means in some of the companies what is there is that we can get into that particular what you call industry easily, but we cannot exit easily, enter easily, but cannot may not exit easily. Okay, there might be exit barriers. For example, for the schools and the social entities, we cannot easily exit from that industry after we have invested on it. Similarly, the competitors, from the competitors' strength and weakness, we can categorize it into the dominant, strong, favorable, tenable, weak, and non-viable. Yes, according to how much the strength and weakness of a particular competitor is, we can categorize the different competitors. Yes, dominant are the one which have more strengths, heavy strengths. Okay, it can influence their action, they influence the action of the other forms as well. Okay, in terms of the their industry. Okay, they are strong, which is able to independent strategic action, because um, they have a strong followers. Okay, they are favorable, which have more strength and weakness. They are tenable, which have balanced strength and weakness. They are weak, whereas they have more weaknesses than strength. And some are non-viable, which have unsatisfactory performance in the market. Okay, so dealing with the customer, we have to also see the reaction pattern of the competitors. How do they react to the attack that is given by the competitors, other competitors? Okay, we see the reaction pattern. Okay, so what can be the reaction pattern? First can be the laid back competitors who do not react to any strategic initiatives, maybe because of their firm position or something like that. They do not react. Or there can be selective competitors who react to the specific action, maybe the price cuts or something that the competitors have done, which can be which is of value to them. Then only, or they can hamper their market share. Then only they react on those aspects. Similarly, there are trigger competitors which react quickly. Okay, that means if if a competitors does something, they would again react with something like that as well, and quickly. Okay, so that is one of the thing that is called the trigger competitors. But some of one of the very dangerous is the stochastic competitors, whose reaction are not predictable. Okay, which can sometimes react to the mild attack, but sometimes they do not show any reaction during the attack. Okay, so these are the different type of competitors in terms of the reaction pattern. Similarly, there can be different attack strategies. Okay, the attack strategy of market leaders and the followers are different. Okay, the market leaders target the total market expansion, that they can enlarge their total sales. Sometimes a market leader may buy out or take over many firms market followers to enlarge their market shares. We can see the big companies like Google and Microsoft, they take over the different companies in a year itself. A market leader implements its attack strategy through, what do? They go for the product innovation. They add new feature to that particular products that they have. They might also go for the technology improvement. Yes, having more or buying out more on, or having research on the advanced technology and using it. And sometimes they use the find new user group. Okay, maybe for the current product itself they can go for the new user group, maybe using the different tactics. Okay, and targeting the different segment that they have not targeted for. Similarly, about the market followers, target the market share expansion by attacking market leader and the firms of their own size. Okay, targeting market leader is a very difficult and tricky part. Okay, that we have to, if we are a follower, we have to see very carefully uh, if we can attack the leader or not. Okay, we have to think twice or thrice or many times before attacking a leader, because if the leader has a deeper pocket, they can muzzle out or they can cripple the follower easily. For the follower, they can go for the price cuts. Okay, so if they can have the similar kind of product in, or which have of more value, or which have the similar value in a lower price, then they can go for it. They can increase the channel incentives. They can al- ask the channel to um, ask the channel to promote their brand, and for that they motivate them by increasing their channel incentives. Sorry, and also they can also launch the promotional campaign for it as well. So we have to select the competitors to attack as well. Like, for example, we say that we can attack the market leader. Okay, it is natural and attractive target for the follower firms. It has the which has the biggest market share. Yes, we want to target the leader because they have a huge market share. And if we may say that if we can only have a chunk of their share, we can have a lots of different. We can have good things in our company. But market leaders are, they do not, they fight for that market share. It's not easy to get that market share as well. Okay, we can also go for the firms of equal size, which can be less riskier that strategy than going for the market leader. Or sometimes we can go for the small size local firms as well. Okay, it is usually implemented by market leader or strong firms, that they are crippling down the small size local firms, maybe buying it out or having the strategy so that their strategy will not favor. There are different types of attack strategies as well. We have talked about defense strategy, but the attack strategies are there as well. These are the frontal attack, flanking attack, encirclement attack, bypass attack, and guerrilla attack. Frontal attack, as the name suggests, is a full-fledged attack on the competitor from all fronts. Okay, that can be mainly done by the market leader, where they can attack in terms of the product having greater product or the product innovation with a product which of value or some which and they can go for the pricing as well. They can go for a lower price for some time because they have a deeper pocket. They can go for the distribution, massive distribution, as well as incentivize the channels, and also go for the big promotion campaigns. Okay, so this is how the frontal attack it is. It can be launched only by the strong firm. Okay, maybe the market leader, mostly the market leader, which have strong competitive advantage. Next is the flanking attack. Flanking attack when the target is on the soft spots of the competitors, which are weaker market segments, weaker product, weak consumers, and paid promotions. That means most the multinational companies, they also have some weak market segments, some weak products. So what happens is that the competitors see that weaker market segments and weaker products, and they only target on those aspects, and these may not have the result in the severe reaction, because these are already neglected by that competitors, and they know that it's we do not have much loss if we cannot do something in that market segment, or if someone is entering the market segments, we're not doing so much in it, so they would allow to enter there as well. Okay, next is the encirclement attack. This involves attack on several front in selected market segment. In the frontal attack, we go for the market, all the market segment with the all attacking from the several fronts. But in encirclement, it involves attacking on the several firms in the selected market segment only, with the objective of capturing the market share of the competitors in the market segment. Similarly, it is a selective attack strategy that involves cornering and quartering the competitors in a selected segment. Okay, so it may also invite some reaction from there, because this selected segment can be of value for that competitor. Okay, these are some of the examples. And another attacking strategy is the bypass attack. Okay, that is the indirect attack. Okay, which if we can get a very breakthrough new technology, a new product, or better package, or better marketing network. For example, we were using, for example, here for Walkman, but there came iPod, which was different, in which thousands of songs could be loaded in that particular device. So that was a bypass or the leapfrog marketing strategy. Similarly, there is something called the guerrilla attack, where it involves small attack in a different front, in the different segment. In different segment, we will have a small attacks. Okay, it is to harass and demoralize the competitors, that we have the small attacks which demoralizes the competitors. Okay, that is called the guerrilla attack. So what are the attack weapons? How do we attack the competitors in terms of the price discount? We have already talked about it. We can go for the cheaper products. We can go for the prestige products as well, which are produced by the particular brand, but we are trying out that type of prestige brand as well. Sometimes we can go for the expansion, product innovation, improve services, improve distribution channel, incentivize, like we said, it's channels, giving them more money or more commissions for promoting our product or selling our product, and using the promotional skills levels as well. From the product, price, place, promotion, everywhere we can have the attack weapons. Similarly, we have to also see the defense strategy. We have talked a little about the defense strategy. It's not just about attack and attack. We have to also see the defense strategy. The major objectives of the defense strategy is to avoid the attack, divert the attack to less sensitive fronts, and lessen the effects of attack on the firm's market share. Okay, so the defense can be the position defense, flank defense, preemptive defense, counter offensive defense, mobile defense, and contraction defense. Okay, one is the position defense, that is the most sensitive defense, because the positioning, the product positioning is one of the major thing of any brand. Okay, if attacker attacks the firm's current position, then that may trigger the competitors to do something. Yes, we have to, as a brand which has launched some product in the market, we have to defend our position. Yes, so it is the position is defended by launching image strengthening promotion campaign. That yes, we are there and we have not, we have hold that position and we are strong onto it. We can see that on the aspect. Okay, for example, when the Maggie had some scandal, or it was said unsafe, it when during the relaunch it tried to have their get their position back rather than promoting their benefits and everything. Okay, they wanted to have their position back. Okay, so that was position defense. Next is the flank defense. We have talked about the flank attack, but the flank defense, when a firm is attacked on the weaker flanks. Okay, when the flanking attack is done, how can we defend that flank attack? It is through the flank defense. We can have established a new area or regional offices, or in which segment maybe we can focus on that segment and have particular person and expert in that particular weak segment, then it can help as well. Similarly, there is something called the preemptive defense. It involves in attacking the attacker before it launches any attack. Okay, so it's about business intelligence. If you if you get intelligence that yes, an attacker is going to attack us, before that we attack the attacker. Okay, so that is preemptive defense. This is targeted at reducing the competitor's attacking capability. Okay, this defense may be launched through a guerrilla attack, or or the flanking attack or the frontal attack. Okay, next is the counter-offensive defense. Okay, this is a reactive defense that involves launching a counterattack immediately after a competitor launches the attack. Okay, it is done. Usually, the market leader launches a frontal attack as a response when it is attacked by the follower for. Yes, we have seen that. We have seen that there can be the trigger competitors. Yes, when a particular thing has or the competitors does a particular thing by having dropping down the price or having new product, then what happens? They can go for the counter offensive and they can react directly after launching of the attack by the competitors. Okay, next is the mobile defense. If a bigger competitors are coming in the market, what we can do is that we go away from that attack strategy and shift to other business, focus on other business. Okay, rather than swing holding that position and fighting with them, we go for the other part. Okay, mobile defense. Under this defense strategy, the defender moves away from the attack territory and shifts its business to less noticeable market area or segment, which we do not want to have a cutthroat competition, but we have margin. We move that to that part. We can focus on that part. Next is the contraction defense. Okay, when a firm is attacked by competitors on several firms and they do not feel that yes, we cannot fight with them for a longer period of time. It's a waste of money, and we cannot compete with them. Then they will contract those things, close down the operation where they have been attacked on the weaker segment. Okay, so this is also known as the strategic withdrawal as well. So this much is there in the competitor analysis. We can go for the new product development in the next part. Thank you.